Let's open this up and take a look. The surround is completely gone. Welcome back, y'all, to the Whiplash TV YouTube channel. Today we are back on the 2001 Chevy pickup truck, do some upgrades and also some repairs. So we're going to hop right on into it. Today the first thing we're going to do is tear off these door panels. We've got to replace the window motor on the driver's side and the passenger side, and also I'm going to upgrade the speakers in the doors and the 4x6s back here in the back. Right now, for some reason, I'm only getting sound out of my tweeters in the doors and sound out of the 4x6s right back here. So when I get this panel pulled off, I gotta figure out if the door speaker, if it's blown or what I got going on there. So the first thing we're gonna start with is pulling this door panel off. Pulling these door panels off is easy. Just take your time doing it. There's a bolt right here. It's a 7mm. On this year model, make sure that you take off your power windows, locks, and mirrors section. Behind it is hiding one of the bolts that you'll have to remove. Once all that's been removed, you're just going to pick up on it and pull away. And then also disconnect your light right here. And then your door panel's off. Next thing we'll have to do is pull back all this plastic. Be real careful not to tear it. So the next thing you'll have to do is there's a 10mm bolt right here that is holding on to your glass, and a 10mm bolt right here holding on to your glass as well. We'll have to undo those. Then we're going to put a piece of tape on our window to hold it up so it doesn't fall. Next, we can hook back up our power window switch and we'll bring this down so that it's off of the glass. Next, we have to pull our 6 10mm bolts that are holding this system in. We have to pull out this 10mm bolt, this 10mm bolt, and this 10mm bolt on the left side. On this side, we have to pull this 10mm bolt, this one, and this one down here. So now that all 6 of those bolts are out and the motor regulator is unplugged, now we have to bring the whole assembly out. And there it is. I'm going to replace them with the Dorman brand, which is 741-644 for this driver side, and then the passenger side is 741645. So I'm going to show y'all something about the Dorman ones. At the bottom, it actually has a stud that comes out at you and pokes out. So that kind of makes it nice and easy for lining it up. And then you just start the nut on it. It's that same way on both sides. And then also on the other old window motor and this one, they're going to have tabs that set into these holes. And that helps you line up your bolt up top as well. Here's the other one right here, and then there's your other bolt. The Dorman did come with new upper bolts that has blue Loctite on it, but you'll have to reuse your other bolts here. So now we'll just snug all this down. So on the Dorman, the sections that are going to grab the window are at the very bottom right now. So now we got to lift that slowly up to meet our glass and then tighten it down. So now we're all the way up, so I can tighten these up and it'll pinch the glass and keep a hold of it for it to go up and down. Now we can take our tape off and give it a try. Perfect. Alright, I'm not going to bore y'all with the passenger side window motor, but I did want to show you that. So now, let's get to work on the speaker. Then you just disconnect the wires by pushing right here on this tab. Let's open this up and take a look. The surround is completely gone. So that's why I'm not getting any bass. They're completely gone, worn out, weathered out. Alright, let's get these upgraded. So we're going to upgrade from these worn out, blown out old woofers to these two-way Pioneer speakers. These 6.5-inch Pioneer speakers do come with grills, but we will not be using them. I also picked up a set of these. They snap right into the GM factory plug, and then these go right onto the back of your new speakers.
We'll sing a victory to the north, yeah. I get my light right from the source, yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, the speaker's installed. It's sounding great. So now I'm going to get this door panel put on. I'm not going to bore y'all with the reinstall of the door panel. It goes back on just like it came off. And then I'll catch back up with y'all on the 4x6 speakers and show y'all how to install that. The next thing that we're going to do is replace the factory 4x6 speakers right behind here. To get to these, this whole plastic molding piece has to come out of the truck. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that, but first, please take a moment to hit thumbs up on this video. Also, drop me a comment and make sure you're subscribed. Also, ring that notifications bell to make sure that you get notified every time that I post a new video. Alright, so this trim piece right here goes underneath of this one here. So this trim piece has to come out first. While you're doing this job, also take time to hit these areas with a vacuum just to clean out your truck and get it cleaned up real nice. Also wipe off all the plastics and the molding to clean up your truck while you got everything apart. It's a great time to do it. This panel that we're needing to take off is tucked back in behind that panel that runs the whole way across the back. It's simply held in by clips, so we're going to unclip that panel and pop it off. Just nice and easy, work your way across using your pry tool and gently pulling with your hands. Now that the two screws are out, there's just clips holding in this panel. So here's what that panel looks like, just so you can get an idea. You got 2 clips at the very top, one near the speaker. You got another one here, another one here. You got 2 down at the bottom and 2 here. And now you can see our speaker right here. It's going to come out just like the one in the doors. We're going to push down on this tab at the top and it's going to pop right on out. I like to put a screwdriver behind the metal and I use my pry tool to pull down. So when it releases, it pulls it right on out. Next, we'll take our screwdriver, push down on the tab, and undo the electrical. This speaker is actually in much better shape than the door speakers. The surround is actually okay. It's not all blown out like the front doors. So for the upgrade on the 4x6s, I'm going with the Pioneer 2-way speakers again. The exact same model as the doors. Here's what they look like out of the box. They look real nice, but of course they'll be hidden back behind that panel. These do come with a plastic mounting plate. They can go behind the speaker just like this. These speakers come with wiring with quick attach ends already on them. One for positive, one for negative. Alright, now we're ready to make our connections on the truck. Alright y'all, on these I'm showing you how to wire them up. I've already clipped off the factory connection. Showed you my butt connectors on here. And then I pulled the wiring out. So the wiring sticks out here, but you can pull it back through this hole. That'll give you more room to work with the wires. I will put up a wiring diagram up on the screen. The yellow is negative back here and the brown is positive. Feel free though to do a test by holding the speaker and putting the wires into the butt connectors and see if it plays clearly. Alright, so here's what I've done so far. I took the wiring from the speaker and ran it through that hole that I just talked about. That's the hole that this wiring was run through. I pulled it out to make room for my connections. And now I have the plastic plate behind the speaker to help it to sit flush and just right on the sheet metal. And next I'm just going to shoot down these screws and hold it with these self-piercing screws that have a washer with a rubber backing on it. So after your speaker's in and it's installed, go ahead and play some music, test it out, make sure the polarity is correct and it sounds nice and clear. Also, check for rattles. I was kind of worried about that plastic piece being behind it and rattling, but it has not rattled when I tested it with some different music, and so far seems to be doing just fine. But be sure to test that out if you use the plastic baffles. The speaker did not want to sit quite all the way flush without the plastic baffle on this truck. Those quick connects that I used for the doors worked out really well, and I do recommend those over doing the butt connectors just because it's so easy and simple. I had never used them before, so I just ordered a set just to try and test out, and they work great. So be sure to just go ahead and get a pair of those to make it quick and easy. Alright, the speaker's installed and finished. I'm going to get everything cleaned up and put everything back together. Everything's back in. I got everything vacuumed out, wiped out, cleaned up. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a great time to clean up all your plastics, all your carpet and everything when you have all this stuff out. Even vacuumed it out, Wiped off these plastics too. Just trying to get it looking real nice in here. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this video today. Please, before you get on out of here, don't forget to hit that like button, check and see if you're subscribed, and drop me a comment about what you think about today's video. I'll catch y'all on the next video.